Theater of the Mind podcasts are not suitable for all ages. Content warnings can be found in the audio description. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Theater of the Mind. My name is Mike, and I'll be your Dungeon Master for this evening. Our question this week is from the Ultimate RPG Campfire Card Deck by James D'Amato, and it is, if you were suddenly transformed into a mythical being or monster, what would you want to be turned into, and what would be the first thing you did with your power?
Hi, my name's Amanda, and I am playing Mel Kelly. Mel would absolutely want to be a unicorn because they're pretty and they're sparkly. Oh, no. I revoke that. Mel would want to be a Pegasus because that's even cooler than a unicorn and she could fly. Yep. That's my Mel's answer.
That sounds right.
My daughters would introduce you to the alicorn.
I was just about to say that.
A unicorn Pegasus.
Perfect.
My Little Pony right there.
I would like to revise that a third time.
I
Mel
feel
would
like
like
some
to
of us
be an
just outed ourselves as bronies.
I have a daughter.
Yeah, I have a daughter.
I know. Yeah.
So somebody outed themselves as a brony.
I have a sister.
I had a My Little Pony when I was 4. That's literally the last time I ever thought of them.
I'm Jeremy. I have neither sisters nor children and have nothing to do with this discussion. I'm playing Elliot Brandybane. And Elliot, if he could be turned into a mythical creature or monster, would probably pick a centaur because it would be really cool. And the first thing he would do is run as fast as he could because he's ridden horses his whole life, and that is a thrill that never gets old to him. But the idea of actually being the one that was running just appeals to him.
That's pretty cool. I am Bernal. I am playing Ulnach Vaga Johnson. And being that Ulnach is already currently a werewolf, unfortunately, that is also the choice of mythical creature he would want to be. However, he would want to be in control of his faculties and be a protector in this capacity. The reality of the situation now, he knows that's not possible, but that's not what the question was. So if he could be transformed into anything, it'd be a werewolf so he could wolf out and fuck shit up in the name of justice.
So, DM, do you think we could swing it?
Gotta roll like 7 nat 20s in a row.
We'll figure it out. We'll try.
We're gonna have to get that on camera too. Those
Yeah, I know,
20s.
Yeah, no shit.
Those
You
will
gotta-
be
you
your
must have evidence.
And those will be your first 7 20s.
Yeah, literally.
I had one to save my ass once when I was almost dead, but that's all. I think that's the only one I've rolled the whole campaign.
I'm Downs. I'm playing James O'Brien, and James is probably the best one that he can think of would be a vampire for multiple reasons. One, you could turn into a bat, which is dope as fuck. Second, you're be immortal, which would be dope as fuck, and be able to drain people of blood would be pretty fun. And that's of course the first thing that he would do would probably find like some prick that's beating up somebody and
Eat him.
yep.
So you're gonna try to be a blade.
Yeah.
So,
I'll be a daywalker.
would cooking still be one of your hobbies? Like, that's a weird hobby for a vampire.
Yeah, I'll just make blood pudding, blood sausage.
There's a lot of blood infused type. Yeah,
Yeah.
it could work.
You'd have to learn how to live without garlic.
Oh, that makes me sad.
That would be
Yeah.
hard.
Oh, so that's it.
Garlic is so good.
I'm still sticking with my answer. Garlic is a small price to pay for immortality.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Immortality would start to suck.
An
after a while.
eternity without garlic? No thanks.
That's fine. I barely season my stuff with garlic anyway.
And this is how we know that you're not the actual culinary person.
It's
in the
true.
group.
Oh yeah. Garlic does
That made
fucking
my heart
everything.
hurt. I'm Kasey. I play Emery Lee, and my answer is the one that I thought would be the obvious answer for everyone, and that was to be a dragon. And the first thing I would do is fly, because that's the coolest shit ever. And also breathe fire on things.
Which you've
Vampires
done.
It's fucking awesome. Yes.
Vampires are slightly more discreet, though.
I don't care. If I'm a dragon, I don't care.
Said any mythical creature, good sir.
Any mythical creature. Dragons are objectively the most badass mythical creature, and I will argue with anyone over that. Actually, I don't want to argue with anyone over that, so no one at me.
I will, but please don't
I'm
make me.
right, and I don't care what anyone else says.
But don't try to argue.
Because I don't feel
Get
like
in the comments.
I thought of dragon, but Mel wouldn't want to be a dragon.
I
That's
thought of
fair.
dragon too,
That's
but
fair.
werewolf would be my first choice. Dragon would be a very close second. Because that would be sick as hell.
They're objectively the most badass. Yes.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and roll for recap. We'll go closest to 10.
At 1.
7.
That dice does not.
4.
like me.
I got a 5.
So does that 20 count towards my 7?
No, it does not.
I guess that's me then.
Yeah.
So last time we were still in Kremling, we wrapped up some of the blacksmithing work. I resilvered some stuff and made some new silvered stuff. James got a new fit, which he looks ridiculous in, and he doesn't believe us.
Oh no, I'm killing the next cowboy I see and I'm taking his hat.
I fucking love your
You're
hat,
gonna
dude.
run out of town.
I'm gonna hold action until I see a cowboy.
You do that, and I'll slap the hell out of you.
I was gonna say Elliot's the one you're around the most, so you're gonna. End
I
up
can
in
barely see
deep
him as
water.
it is, so I'm going after the other cowboy.
We kept going. We left Kremling and headed off towards Estes. We ended up going through Rocky Mountain National Park in snow, which sucked and left us very cold. Estes has a funky street setup right now, which directed us to the Stanley Hotel, which most of us don't really know, or some of us don't know the history, some of us are excited about it, some of us just have bad feelings about the vibes here. There's a writer guy named Jack. I didn't catch the rest of his name.
We didn't get it.
Diamond.
We
He
just
introduced
got
himself as
Jack.
Yeah.
Okay. Who
Jack
uses
Dimondson.
a quill and ink to write, and he wants stories in exchange for staying here, even though he doesn't own the hotel. He's just somehow the caretaker for it, which is strange. Anyway, we're just hanging out in front of a fire. We're gonna have some drinks and tell some stories, and that's where we left off.
But we're not staying here.
No, we're gonna tell stories, drink their alcohol, and leave.
Perfect. So yes, Jack has his quill in hand, dips it in the inkwell, and looks at you guys expectantly for the first story.
Is it still a pretentious inkwell?
What are you talking about?
It's
That
a
is
quill.
a lovely quill.
That is so last episode.
So
That is
elegant.
the coolest. That is the coolest quill that you have ever seen.
So elegant, so pristine, so demure.
So demure, so mindful.
Emery will start with a story.
Yeah, you
Do
did
I have
recap.
to actually tell a
Tell
story?
Fuck it.
Oh,
Let's do it.
I was just gonna have Emery tell the story of like hunting outside of Rifle and meeting Griff and
Okay. For that, go ahead and just roll performance.
Though we still have the advantage on the charisma
It's still the
from
same day.
good.
That doesn't sound promising.
It was a 4 or a 1.
Oof, da.
So a 7.
Emery's not a natural storyteller. Let's see.
I have really good charisma.
Well, this one time we stayed in Rifle, we went north of Rifle, and we shot an elk, and we came back, and we
There was
Met a
scary
creepy
in
guy.
the woods.
He's
and
a
it was-
creepy dude with the
I was gonna
gruffy
say,
voice.
that'd be a performance check. Do you have any pluses?
No, that was +3.
Oh God.
That was +3 to my 4. It was a 4 or a nat 1.
Never mind.
Listen, my dice have been cursed for weeks. I think I just gotta ride it out.
So you see Jack starts writing as you're telling the story, and a little bit in, he just kind of pauses, lets you finish your story. He never looks any kind of disrespectful or anything, but he stops writing partway through. And well, thank you for that story. I appreciate you sharing that with me.
Mel would like to try
Sure
to fill
thing.
in Emery's details.
About that time, the guy comes up with a bar cart. He's got drinks, takes your order, passes them around to you. There's no ice.
That's good, because
It's fine.
he ordered it whiskey neat anyway.
There you go.
It's a dirty 20 to fill in Emery's details.
Perfect. So, yeah, you essentially start over. So you start back over, and you're telling all sorts of, you're getting deep into the scenery of the area. And it doesn't take long for him to re-dip the quill, and he's scribbling along just as fast as you're telling it.
Emery's offended. She doesn't say anything, but she's offended.
Well, thank you. That story makes significantly more sense now. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I guess
And then
left
there
that
were these weird green tennis court things. We still don't know what that was about.
I gotta say, if I was the writer, I wouldn't necessarily include that bit. That's kind of random. Doesn't really add anything to the storyline, but
I know, but I still
Some
want
lovely
to know what those are
self-criticism there.
but perfect. Well, I appreciate that story. It's absolutely worth the drinks at least.
Well, I'll tell him a story about escaping Junction and how we valiantly fought against a fire.
Okay, roll for it. Performance.
I got a 15.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. He writes it out. Seems a little tiny bit less excited, but it's a well-told story. You get all the details.
Well, I definitely add a lot of embellishment.
Oh yeah, like what? What are your embellishments?
We were trapped in a room surrounded by fire on all sides, and through an absolute miracle, we gained the ability to use magic. We used the ice powers to fight back the flames, like
Oh, yeah, that's
icy
just what
breaths from our
happened.
hands.
That's just the story. That's just true.
I mean, we weren't in a room surrounded by fire.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing that story with me. Anyone else want to share a story? You look like a man who's had some difficulties in your past. Want to get them off your chest? Sometimes sharing them with a stranger is the best way to leave them in the past.
First, you say, "Hi, my name is Olnak."
Yeah, right. Hi, my name is Olnak.
Welcome
and
to
I
the
have
AA meeting.
And I'm an alcoholic.
You say it as you lift your whiskey glass.
It has
Cheers.
been 30 seconds.
Since my last drink.
It has now been take a sip.
I
2
basically
seconds.
have a whole drink glass of straight whiskey
Jesus.
because I'm a champ. All right, I'm
Yeah.
going in.
All right. That is established.
All right, so you want a story, my friend? I'm trying to think of which story I want to tell you.
Any of them, because we haven't heard any of them yet.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah,
get
these
personal.
guys haven't heard fucking anything.
We have an opportunity.
Tell us the story of why you're named Olnak, because none of us
You know
understand
what?
why
That
you're
is a
fucking
good one.
named
None of
Olnak.
you know why my name is the name that I have.
You always said you'd tell us. And then you
Olnak
never
and
have.
Vaga are very, very different names.
Yeah.
So, you want me to just tell it?
Oh no, we were
Sure,
talking
yeah.
about Johnson.
Clearly the most odd name of all of them.
Yeah, tell it.
So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tell you the story of my name, good friend.
Ooh.
So
Bonus content.
yeah, my first name is Olnak. Now my father was an avid fantasy. He was very into fantasy. He loved Dungeons and Dragons. He loved Lord of the Rings and things like that. He tried to get me involved in it in some way, but he made this deal with my mother that if she got to choose my middle name, he got to choose my first name. Now, my dad decided to go ahead and just make up my name because reasons. It's part it's for him it's part of D&D lore. It's something that he really enjoyed. So Olnak, apparently, even according to the elves that we met, is a very common name in the oh god, what is the name of the place?
Derbwinian.
Derbwinian. Yes.
Inspiration.
Wow, she said it with the
Beautiful.
accent and everything.
Beautiful. So it's an old name from Derbwinian culture and very common where the elves came from. Now Vaga was my mother's choice. It is a Norse word meaning the destroyer. So my mom thought I was going to be a fighter. Now, she wasn't wrong. I don't know if my mom would be proud of the things I've done lately. But in
the
my
destroyer of
defense,
Johnson's.
most of the time... Not that kind of destroyer. No. Look, just because I don't have a gag reflex. Anyway. But
Sorry to interrupt you, but you know what? My God.
Right there.
That was there. That was there.
Ah, that's good. That's fucking awesome.
I made off script, but my name was chosen before I knew we were supposed to be regular people. And then I added Johnson because it's a common last name.
Oh, that's canon now.
Oh, that's fucking great.
So, Olnak is an old Derwinian name, like I said, and then Vaga is a Norse word for the destroyer. It is, to my knowledge, part of Norse mythology. My mother was very into the old ways. She taught me about runes and things, and she told me many a story of the Norse gods and all of those things. I never really bought much into it, but it seemed to make my mother happy when I listened. So I've embraced my name, and I used to get made fun of for it. I did fight a lot when I was a kid because, you know, people talk trash about my name, and I had to kick their ass because I'm big, and I can. Now, I shouldn't have, but, well, that is what I did. But it's just a piece of me that I carry with me everywhere, and it is a strange name. Most people do often ask me about where they came from and what the name means. My mother and father met while my dad was in naval service, which is why I also served in the Navy. It's kind of keeping the family tradition. And strangely, they met during a port visit. I don't really know how they came across each other, but it's what happened. And yeah. In the modern context of where we're going with the destroyer name, not Johnsons. I don't destroy Johnsons
I didn't say anything. What are you talking
most of the time,
about?
unless their names are Johnson. I believe it was the Richardson boys,
That's a different story, Olnak.
but we can't talk about that right now. That's still under investigation.
Yeah, statute of limitations hasn't expired.
Which time?
But I have had to use unnecessary force in many of an encounter that we've had lately, as you might understand, since the event. Because there's no power, there's no law, there's no anything. It's pure chaos outside. There's ghosts, there's goblins, there's zombies, there's werewolves, I don't know if there's vampires, but there's fae people that are really pretty and green, and then there's elves that were also really pretty, I remember, and there's other supernatural type things. I don't know if the Wendigo's real. I haven't seen one yet, but it could be, you know. And I've been handling business, except for that one time where I got bit.
It helps to have a destroyer on our side when we're up against insane forces.
Yes.
And a lot of dicks.
But no.
You know, James,
Wait a
he
minute.
just talked about beating people up who made fun of his name. You should maybe tread lightly.
Hey, I'm gonna do a stealth check on that chair that I disappeared into real quick.
We all know you're sitting there. We know you're there.
Unless he rolls a
Stealth with
30, then we
disadvantage.
forget he exists.
But yeah, that's basically the story of my name. I had more details in my head, but I hadn't fleshed it out because I hadn't expected to talk about it right now. But
It's been like 30 episodes. At some point in time, somebody's going to ask you about it.
but I wasn't ready to talk about it tonight.
I appreciate you sharing that story with me.
It was not a great story, but
it was
there's
meaningful.
especially more to do with the mother's side. But I didn't do enough research on Norse mythology, so that's what I remember.
I don't suppose your mom was really big into the whole wolfskin berserker tribe, because that'd be super cool.
That would be.
It'd be an alarming level of prescience.
It would, and I like it.
Turns out Mom's just a fucking
She's just
Sort of.
Psychopath? Yeah.
a seer.
She's like an old druid. Yeah.
soothsayer.
We should have asked the elves what Olnok means if it's such a common name.
We should have, because I don't know. I was under the impression that my dad made that shit up. I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't know it was real.
Now, was Olnok your dad's Dungeons and Dragons character?
It was one of the many.
Okay.
But
Your dad's a nerd.
Yeah.
I'm
Your
afraid
dad
to
didn't have
say.
like pointy ears, did he?
no, Dad didn't have pointy ears. He had big, thick glasses, and he was really good at his job. And I always was confused at how he landed such a baddie with my mom, because, like, I've got to be honest, my mom was hot. Now, I know that sounds weird.
You're just digging your hole deeper, man.
I'm just saying she was a very attractive lady in her pictures that I saw when she was younger, because she was also my mom. So there's that weird, like, I don't know. Okay, look, I have friends who
We
have hot
understand.
moms, and it's weird, okay? It's weird.
We understand what you're saying. You're just saying it in a way that is very funny.
Oh, Mark, finish your whiskey.
I'm going to finish my drink. And you stop talking about dicks. Anyway.
I'm so glad that I put that together.
Honestly, kind of amazed we haven't.
I know.
Well, we haven't gotten the name meaning
Yeah,
yet.
fair.
You knew.
I do, and then not once. Never once did that click.
I didn't click it together either. I made the fucking name.
So the whole time Jack's writing, after you finish talking, you can see he's kind of scribbling around, making marks throughout the story, trying to find a way to make it more linear, perhaps making editorial notes on his own work as.
Good luck.
Which is fair. That was very stream of consciousness. Not the best story I've ever told.
That was a good story. I appreciate you sharing that.
Thank you.
May not be the most intricate laid story, but it was from the heart, and that matters.
I usually write my stories out before I tell them, because otherwise my mind goes all over the place.
That's valid and fair.
And tends to happen.
Yep. Especially with the ADHD crowd.
How about you, kind sir? Is there anything you would like to regale us with this eve?
Since I did agree to give you a story, this pretty good whiskey. Thank you for that. And warm fire. Well, when I was a young'un, when I first turned 14 years old, I got my first deer license. I was gonna go procure meat for the family. There's only one problem. You're allowed to get your first deer license at 14 years old, but you don't get a driver's license until you're 16 years old. So it sort of reduces the range that you can go hunt deer at when you can't drive. So when I was younger, I was pretty good. I used to wear tires out on my bicycle. So I pedaled the bicycle back to there was a creek bottom full of willows the whitetails like to sit in. And I had my old 270, which I had tied to the handlebars on that bicycle because I was afraid the strap was going to break, so I didn't have it on my shoulder. So I went down to that creek bottom, and I'd been watching all summer. I'd been watching a big. Wait, they would do Eastern, so that would be like a 20-point buck. And I wanted him, so I snuck down in there with all of my 14-year-old dexterity, which wasn't a lot. By the way, I never did get that big 20-point. But I decided I needed to bring some food home, and I did get drawn down on a fairly small spike. It was last day of season. It was getting dark. I had to get it couldn't get a good angle, but I shot that buck, put him down. It was real weird. When I went down to that buck, I couldn't figure out where I hit him. But he was down. He wasn't moving a lick. I wanted to hurry up and get him home, get him hung up. I had a meat pole there at the barn. Wanted to get him back to that meat pole. So I drug him back up on the riverbank over to the bicycle. Remember, I'm on a bicycle. And so I couldn't figure out how I was going to get him. I tried to drape him across the back seat. That was going to work. So what I ended up doing is I sat him in the seat of that bicycle, and I draped him over the top of me, and I tied his front legs to the handlebars. And I was kind of supporting him on my back. So I'm starting to pedal just hard as I could because he was pretty heavy. He was probably 200 pound. Spike, not the big one I wanted, was probably good. I couldn't have got him home. So I start pedaling down the road. Well, hindsight tells me, I think what I had done is I had shot off and nicked one of the spines on his horn. And I didn't kill him. I knocked him out. Well, we start pedaling down the road. I got about 2 miles to go to get home. And damned if that buck didn't come to. Well, now he comes to, he's sitting on his bicycle. I'm sure he'd never been on a bicycle before in his life. So, and I guess that he was going to try to run away. But since I had his front legs tied to the front, they're kicking in and wobbling. And I'm under him. I can't get off the bike. I don't know how, good Lord, what we're going to do. And in all the fighting, he somehow got his two back legs, which had kind of been dragging on the ground a little bit. He got them on them pedals. And son of a bitch, we took off down that road. I'm pretty sure there was smoke coming off them tires. I bet I made 45 miles an hour. I never had that bike that fast in my life. So we're running down the road just as fast as that guy had pedaled him. I'm screaming and hollering, trying to jump off, but I'm between his legs, and he's tied to the front, and I can't get off the bike. He doesn't know how to steer. So we're running down, he's bellowing, I'm hollering. It's just chaos personified coming down. And the road turns, and he never rode a bicycle. He didn't know he needed to turn the bicycle. So I'm hollering at him, go right. And he just kept pedaling just as fast as he could pedal. We went straight off the edge, hit the culvert on the other side of the road. We crashed into a pile. Well, that must have broke the twine loose from the front of it. He got flopped down there and away he took off. Well, I wasn't going to let my meat get away, now was I? It was my last chance, and I'm going to bring meat up. So I grabbed that old 270 up, and I draw down on him. I'm going to put him down as he runs off. Of course, the 270 was still tied to the bicycle, so when I did it, the wheels were spinning. I couldn't get it. I missed him. He'd run off in the bushes. At least I got my bicycle back, but he'd wrecked it bad. Both tires were just shot all to pieces, and I still had like a mile to walk to home, but we made that other mile, pretty dang fast, about 5 minutes. We went fast. And so that was my first deer I ever tried to shoot.
I would like to do an insight check on Elliot's story.
Go for it.
I would like to nominate Jeremy for a freaking inspiration for that story, because holy shit, was that good.
Insight. Oh, hell. That's a 17. Mel thinks that Elliot's full of shit, but that was funny as hell.
But Elliot rolled.
You know that Elliot is absolutely full of shit.
There you
Well,
go.
of course, because
It's a
the deer
story.
knows how
It's
to
a good
steer,
story.
right? Because it's a steer.
No, Jack absolutely is writing that whole thing out. Just like, this is phenomenal. Right. That's he finishes, cleans off the tip, puts it away. Well, I can confidently say that's one of the single most unique stories I've ever been told. I appreciate you folks sharing that with me today. It's been a long, cold, quiet winter. Nobody but the barkeep to keep me company. So I appreciate you guys sharing the stories with me.
How long
Nice.
have you been staying here?
I overwintered.
Oh,
I'll make sure the place stays well taken care of.
it's probably been pretty quiet up here this winter.
Yes. All work, no play. It's been rough.
Do you work for the hotel?
No, I'm the caretaker.
Oh. All right.
Does it all
And-
work and no play make you a dull boy?
Yeah, I was getting there. I had to
Oh, I
bust
always thought
back
it was
out the
Doughboy.
quill. I had to bust back out the quill. The typewriter was just getting a little monotonous. The tick, 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 all day, every day.
And you didn't have a pen?
Emery has found her horse and will die on it.
I'm just saying, there's
She
more
said that-
convenient writing utensils that are
She's-
usually more easily accessible than a quill and ink.
She says
There's
this with
just-
the same tone of voice she informed Mel that she could lick anything. You didn't have a pen?
I like the weight in my hand. I wrote my very first story with this quill. It's the story I'm the best known for.
What's that story?
Something just worth coming
Is
back
it-
to.
Is it published?
Oh, yes.
What's it called?
Why does Emery sound like such a dick right now?
I don't
She
know.
kind of does, yeah.
He wrote it with a quill. I don't know if it got published.
Well, I then sent it to an editor and we cross-drafted it. We got it printed proper, of course.
Hey, every writer needs their muse, right?
Wasn't it Charles Dickens that hand wrote all his stories out?
I believe that to be the case. Once upon a time, everybody wrote all their
Well,
I
that's
mean,
true. Used to be they wrote
Homer
whatever.
wrote the Odyssey.
the Illithid.
Wow. We just rewrote all of Space and Time.
I accidentally almost called it the Illithy.
Isn't it the Iliad?
Iliad
Yeah,
and
the
Odyssey
Iliad.
almost became a story.
Okay.
Well,
Is
like,
that
Iliad
what you
Odyssey.
wrote for Illithid?
Boy, howdy, would that be a different story?
I
Oh.
was just curious because I wanted to know if I knew it. That's all.
It's a book called The Tenant of Wildfell Hall.
But
Sounds
anyway, a
old.
history to see if James even knows what that is.
You could try.
I got a 7.
Yeah, you've never heard of it.
Did you post something on TikTok?
Did I? What,
Never mind.
dear?
Never mind.
Nothing's been TikToking anytime recently. The clock stopped working.
Never mind.
Can I do an insight
Before
check on that
times
interaction? Because
question.
like on his face for the.
Oh, he's genuinely confused by what a fucking TikTok is.
Okay.
He's also not young. I mean, this man's
Oh,
not
fair.
like
Yeah.
he's not like an aging, decrepit grandpa by any stretch. But
1 sec. Let me get a control. Hey,
He's
Elliot, you know what TikTok is, right?
That's the sound your watch makes.
Okay, so that's just a general old man thing. Got it.
How about
Well.
on Instagram?
it's a nice ball cap you got there, Sonny. Look like you really fit the part out here.
Thanks.
Call me fucking old.
She called you pretentious. Don't forget that.
I didn't say that
She
out
did
loud.
not say it out loud.
Okay. She thought.
I don't.
And
Yeah,
I
Jack
kept
was not in
thinking it.
earshot.
My kids keep telling me I should get that Instagram, but honestly, I think Facebook's too much hassle.
Only the old people are on Facebook anymore. Duh.
Ooh,
Yeah, maybe I should try it again then.
that one hurt.
I wish it weren't true.
I know.
Out of character, I love the fact that like this guy's gonna let us stay here potentially for in exchange for stories, and we're just being dicks.
Hey, it's cutting you a hell of a deal.
Yeah.
Hey, I gave him a good story.
That was a
Fair.
good story.
That was an
I
was a
amazing
tried
very
to
good
tell
story.
a
story.
I was scattered.
I helped fill in the blanks.
And anybody who's still curious about this guy, you can try rolling a perception check as well if you want.
I've been rolling all afternoon and I can't roll for shit.
17.
17.
No,
Passive.
passive.
The ink he's using is gold.
Interesting.
No, I've never heard of your book, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know.
It was well read when it first came out, but it's kind of fallen out of favor. You know how the literary scene is.
I'm not
Moves
especially
fast.
in tune with the literary scene.
How long ago did it come out?
Oh, it's been a fair couple of years. I was but a young man when it came out.
Oh, okay. That's before I was born then.
Oh, I'm positive it was well before your time, young lady.
You're giving me flack for sounding like an asshole.
She's proud of her youth.
God, you're old.
I was legitimately doing like a control to see whether or not like generally older people knew about TikTok, so that's what I was going for. Ow.
That's
Well-
karma right there, buddy.
Well, this has been fun. We really appreciate the chance to warm up. I think we wanted to check out the rest of town before it got too dark and look around a little bit, make sure
Yeah,
we
we're
can get
gonna.
what we need.
We appreciate it, and we're gonna move on down the road.
Oh, it's getting close to nightfall. It's awful cold. You don't want to stay for the evening.
Plus, most places are probably closed by now.
We have some very spirited rooms.
I'm sure you do, and that
Mel's
we
eyes
need to
get be
go.
the size of saucers.
We need to get on the road.
We're more interested in peaceful, restful rooms, not spirited ones.
Well, we have some peaceful, restful rooms as well.
Bro, I could probably just fall asleep in
But-
this seat.
You know what? Out of character, I think this feels like a persuasion roll from the DM.
From the DM to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Like
Like persuasion versus
me as the player, I
insight?
do what? Insight, wisdom. What do you think? Oh, damn.
I was gonna say I could roll my insight, but it's not.
Is it gonna matter? You sound like you just rolled really well.
No, I rolled terrible.
Oh, okay. We'll say.
So did I.
Because I'm like, the player, has no way in hell do I want to stay here. But I'm like, I don't know. Elliot might be
I
persuaded.
rolled a 6 on my insight.
'Cause it's-
I add 3.
So we're staying here now. Yeah?
Well, I rolled a 14 and I subtract 1, so that's
Yeah, my total was
13.
5
I
on
rolled
my
an 8
insight.
minus 1.
Ooh.
I
So-
got a nat 20.
So what's your persuasion
But
roll?
you're the one that
12.
wants to stay.
Well-
Those two
Are skeptical.
are not being convinced.
I'm like,
him.
yeah, it is cold. It's dark.
I don't really want to get back on the horse right now.
I'm drunk.
I'm drunk.
You did
Elliot's
drink an
probably feeling
entire
pretty good
glass of
too.
whiskey.
He's probably feeling pretty good. He's been drinking whiskey. Elliot's kind of like, it's probably not that bad.
We'll have time to
It
check out town
probably
tomorrow.
is. Everything's that bad. Everything's that bad. and
Wait, what
worse.
was your insight check?
Better. She rolled
Oh.
higher.
Rolled higher than he did.
Yep.
My passive 9 didn't
No.
hit you
I'm
either.
right on the edge, though. I could probably be convinced. Because the odds of
You
me
gotta
rolling
work on
that
this guy
well
right here.
twice aren't great.
Weirdly enough, the one dude who's like adamant that like I like
I
this
think
place, we
you're-
should
you're
stay.
like-
Well, that's true. He doesn't need to persuade you. You
Yeah,
already
they're
wanted
already
to
on
stay.
board.
So yeah, that roll was
Moot.
It is-
moot.
Yeah.
Jacob, what do you think?
Oh yeah, that's based it off of a kid.
We're letting him.
He's asleep on the,
He's
on the
probably
rug.
asleep.
He's asleep
curled
like a
up in
kitty
front of the
cat by the fire.
fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He and Charlie are both curled up together by the fire.
Jeff, what do you
Oh,
think?
fuck, Jeff's here. Oh, Jeff tells a fucking psycho story. Too.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, that'd be
This
outrageous.
shit's insane. That I'll
Absolute
maybe
nightmare
release as
fuel.
bonus content someday.
Yeah, no, Jeff it definitely tells us psycho story.
And they
Jeff-
whipped me again and again and again.
Jeff rolled quite well. And he's used to hard living, so he could take it or leave it, frankly. This guy's not convincing Jeff.
But Jeff
Guys, they're
hasn't been
nice
fighting
pets.
ghosts either. So.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Jeff's heard some of your guys' stories as you've been writing about the ghosts. And he's sitting there like, look, you guys said this place is haunted?
I mean,
That's-
they
That's what the
advertise
stuff in the gift shop would
Yeah.
suggest.
Indicate.
I don't.
Because all those are totally accurate.
I'm not thrilled about the idea of staying in a haunted place. Like, very, very clear.
That's a pretty nice place.
I'd rather find another owlbear.
We didn't.
Jack says,
Right.
what?
I fought the owlbear,
We ran away from that thing screaming.
but I don't know if I
would
remember
rather
it. We
run
never
away
clarified.
Screaming from another owlbear. I will very, very less interestingly tell Jack about the owlbear.
He writes it down, but mostly anybody who's looking just sees owlbear ? Written down on his book. Owlbear?
Well, great. Now it's dark. Now we need to stay.
Yeah. We've spent too long trying to deliberate whether or not we were staying or not, and now we're staying.
You guys have.
Well, then I'll tell him the longer story of an owl bear.
Genuinely, do you guys want to stay or not?
Sounds like we're gonna.
I'm convinced to
I've
stay.
been.
Okay.
We're already warm and cozy and turnt. Let's get it
If
done.
you've got, listen, if you've got dinner here,
I'm sure the cook would be excited to cook something up for some folks other than just myself.
All right.
Also, I'm kind of tired of cooking.
Well, if we're not going, I'll have another brandy.
Same.
And the bartender who's been there the whole time refills your glass.
Hell yeah.
Many things.
My lady.
Yikes.
If that came across creepy, he did not intend it that way. Meant it polite and cordial.
It's just. Never mind.
Yeah, it's
It's
tricky to pull that one off.
I've never been called my lady before. I was flattered.
It's the joke about the guys that wear the fedoras and.
Ow.
Can confirm it
It's-
is
it's-
an
that's
awkward
the-
one to pull off.
It
I
can
have
work,
the
but it's
tried.
tough.
Fair.
You gotta tip your hat first.
I didn't have a hat. I never have a hat when I say that dumb shit. Anyway,
Well, fantastic.
because I don't spit game, fool. Anyway.
Dante, is that you?
James's eyes roll in the back of his head. Dante? Well, fantastic. We will go get your room prepared. Please enjoy the fire. Drink.
Can
yes,
I
ma'am.
ask what number room you're preparing?
I would like
You
none
sure
of the rooms
can.
in the gift shop.
No, oh, no, I wouldn't put you in the gift shop.
No, I
No,
just mean
the
that
ones-
if they feature, if there's numbers in the gift shop,
I don't want.
I
any
don't
of
want
those.
those.
Rooms.
I will have to see what's available.
you just said the whole
Is DM
place.
shorthand for, hold on.
And-
I'm scrolling.
First floor, next to a door.
Hey, you want to be on the first floor? You'll hear all the commotion all day.
What commotion?
Commotion?
Well, we have people who work through here.
Yeah, that's not going to be
Yeah,
a
you'll have to
problem.
hear the staff walking back and forth.
You know what? I'm fine with that.
We do want all the rooms next to one another.
You heard the story about Griff, right? You remember that?
Yeah, you saw a weird guy in the woods.
Oh, it gets so much worse. Anyway,
Can we tell him that one after we've slept?
Yeah,
so we don't
maybe
get
we
kicked
should.
out?
Yeah, well, in the meantime, feel free to walk around, take a look. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous building. You basically have the run of the place. Go ahead and explore around. We do ask that you not take any items out of the gift shop. We do anticipate commerce being available again. And that stuff was expensive.
That's awful optimistic of you.
Yeah, we lose power every winter. It'll come back.
well,
Okay.
hopefully.
Well, that's the goal.
That's what we're
It's-
trying to do better with. Trying to help you there with that.
Do you remember curiosity? Like,
That's
do you remember
weirdly
just
pessimistic.
being innocently curious about random things?
What?
Do you remember just being innocently curious about random things and wanting to go investigate? And now we're like, Shadow, kill! I heard a
Emery-
noise. I draw my sword.
Emery does not want to fuck with ghosts.
If you want to see something particularly strange before it gets too much colder, we do have the Cryonics Museum just across the parking lot.
The what?
I'm fine,
Cryonics.
thank you.
There's a
I-
frozen dead guy in there.
You fucking what
No.
now?
That's
It's a for real
fine.
thing, apparently.
I'm
Oh, I
fine,
have to see
thank
this.
You.
And the tour
Olnak
somehow
must see this.
takes an hour.
I'm good. I am good with frozen and dead things.
Anybody want to come with me? Because I'm going.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm
No.
going.
Fuck yes, let's go.
No.
Well,
It's
goddamn, I
wheelchair
don't want to go,
accessible.
but
No
the last
thanks.
time we split up, we about
No.
died. We
You
better
know what?
go with you.
Yeah, that's probably a good point.
Oh, Killjoy.
Yeah.
You want to go see a frozen dead body? Just go hang out outside.
It's
for
nice
20.
to see them not moving for once.
How do
it's
we know
probably
it's
moving
probably
now.
Hopefully.
moving?
Well, then it would be really funny to see a frozen dead guy attempting to get out of a thing.
I don't think that's funny at all.
That's not funny. I am not. No.
I am wildly curious how they made this last an hour. This tour took an hour. To see a dead dude.
Hmm.
Or an almost dead dude, I guess, technically.
I'm sure he's dead
Nearly
by
dead.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure once the power went out, was
He-
probably
he's
it.
He's
dead,
gone.
and now he's undead,
Oh,
and
you know
probably
what? Because the
angry.
thing's probably not getting power anymore, so it's probably just another juicy dead guy. Never
Yeah.
mind, I pass.
Juicy dead guy? That was an odd way to put
A
it.
juicy
I don't think
undead
you've
guy.
encountered any juicy dead guys.
Well, yeah, because he's defrosting, so he's still gooey.
Like I said, now he's a juicy undead guy.
Yeah.
And he
And you
will
know
be
the
a
dead
problem
things are coming back to life, right?
later.
Yeah, I know. I've killed several of them.
Saying. I'll get my sword. I guess we'll go kill him again.
Here, I was holding on to your machete for reasons. You can have that back.
What the hell did you get?
You were asking for it the other day, so there it is.
Thanks,
You're welcome.
I think.
That's wild. So yeah, you guys go over there. What you see, from what I can see, appears to be. It looks like they intentionally made it look kind of like a sauna, like a nice one with the wood detailing everywhere. Which gives me the exact opposite vibe of what this man is trying to achieve. Which is what you see is a big stainless steel cylinder in the middle of a sauna with Alcor written all over it. And you get the information saying that this dude, they call it the Frozen Dead Guy Tour. And they give you a little bit of history on cryonics, which cryonics was the belief that you could freeze yourself now and be brought back later when medicine is far more advanced. The idea being if you have a currently incurable, they could freeze you until they find the cure, bring you back out,
And cure you.
cure you. The feller in the tube goes by the Bredo Morstol, I believe is how you would say this name. He is the most prized exhibit, serving as an undeniable tie to Estes Park's renowned Frozen Dead Guy Days Festival. What?
What?
That's a sentence you never
Okay.
expected to hear.
I have heard of that festival.
So I'm going to the Stanley Hotel one of these days. This is happening.
This place is getting cooler.
What the fuck is happening up there?
Okay, yeah, you can. They just have pamphlets. It used to be a video tour, so they have some pamphlets now, and you learn a fair bit about the correlation between cryonics and the storied legacy of this legendary event, all with the man himself, Bredo Marstol, as the centerpiece.
Does it say when they froze said Breto?
Probably. When did they freeze?
This is a
Go
fucked up
ahead
thing to
and
have in a
Google it.
hotel.
Or next to a hotel.
It is
Especially
also
what-
supposedly very fucking haunted.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially a hotel with a reputation like the
Fucking
Stanley.
weird. 89.
89. Wow.
I feel like that's finding out that they used to embalm bodies in the basement of the Hotel Colorado or something.
So in the pamphlet, you see that in 1989, a Norwegian citizen named Trygve Bauge,
Okay.
maybe, brought the corpse of his recently deceased grandfather, Bredo Marstol. The second O has the slashy thing through it. So that changes how it's pronounced, but I don't know how.
I think it's still a hard
Marstu.
O, but I don't know.
Barstool.
Marstol to the United States. The body was preserved on dry ice for the trip and stored in liquid nitrogen at the Trans-Time Cryonics facility in San Leandro, California from 90 to 93.
That apparently existed.
Apparently. What the hell?
I didn't realize we were that into cryogenics that like in that time frame. I had no idea.
Oh, I remember.
If
Yeah,
he's
it was a
already
thing.
dead,
Yeah, he
isn't that
died.
a little late? Like,
Kinda.
I thought you were supposed to freeze them before they died.
That was always my thoughts, but that's a sci-fi angle,
No, that's
perhaps.
killing somebody. That's against the law. You have to wait till they die first.
So they also tell you, because this is a little bit of local branding, they wanting you to come back for the festival. Frozen Dead Guy Days, one of Colorado's most beloved annual events, says them to a room of Coloradans that are learning about this.
Yeah,
I've heard of the Frozen Dead Guy Festival, but I thought it had to do with someone freezing to death in the national park.
So
not-
that makes sense, right next to Rocky Mountain National Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A famously cold fucking area.
I feel like this is like the beloved
Mike the Headless
Like
Chicken
this
days.
is like ranks up there with Mike the Headless
Yeah.
Chicken. If
All
you
of
do-
Colorado celebrates. No,
But
they
it's like
don't.
an actual
Fruta
human
does,
body.
yeah.
That's,
One place.
No, that's sick.
it's
I'm-
really fucked up.
Wow.
Yeah,
So they
no,
do
that is
coffin
totally-
races.
Heard of those.
That's what I've heard.
I
I've heard
have heard of the
the
coffin,
coffin
races.
races.
I thought they used to
They
do
do
them
a
down the
polar
Manitoulin
plunge.
climb.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
A frostbite fashion show.
What does that consist of? I would
don't-
love to see pictures. Oh my God,
It's
if
a
we
lot
can
of
post that on
people
Instagram.
in makeup.
Okay.
So and then it says the story is Grandpa Brado is over 120 years old, sort of.
Kind of.
For years, he was the resident of a tough shed in the hills above Netherland, Colorado, just 40 miles south of Estes Park, where he remained very, very, very cold.
Oh shit!
What the fuck is going on?
The worst part is like you could clean this content up.
No, this is wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like this started as like flavor text for like something for us to do, and then we've just gone it down an absolutely.
We're going down a rabbit hole now.
Dragon
Yeah.
rabbit hole. Fuck it hell.
These days, Grandpa is still frozen in a
Uh-huh.
state of suspended animation awaiting the big thaw.
That's generous.
The one that will bring him back to life.
He's-
Uh-huh.
he's
There's
a-
a good story behind this one. One that stretches from Norway to California to Colorado, involving cryonics, deportation, psychics, celebrations, and a dedicated Iceman, and a cryonics rescue mission.
So what I'm hearing is that we need to.
We gotta go kill Grandpa. Is what's gonna happen.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like,
Grandpa's gonna come back.
I'm assuming that James or maybe
This is
Emery's
so
reading
weird.
this out loud to us while
Yes.
we're standing in the thing, and about halfway, Mel's like, "And this is why I don't read. This is fucking stupid." Like,
He's a grand
He died from
popsicle.
a heart condition in '89. He's dead. This is a dead dude in an ice box. He enjoyed.
He's just very well preserved and nice.
Yeah.
They're not bringing him back. That's not how that's not cryogenics. He's just frozen.
So
What's
the-
funny is that it's
from
still
my
actually cold
understanding,
enough that
yeah.
he's probably still frozen, even though power doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
He's probably still frozen
I
solid.
told you he's undead now, like every other thing that isn't dead.
He's just the first ice mummy.
Yeah.
Well, man-made. They
Well,
found.
first man-made ice
yeah.
mummy. Yeah, fair.
So
the f-
bigger question is like,
Speaking of, they find him in Norway a lot for some reason.
So
Is-
it's like a solid
There
metal
was
tube.
there
Yeah,
was one
stainless
like
steel
you can't,
25
you can't, it's just
BC, I think.
completely closed in. You can't
Yeah,
see.
you can't
any-
see him.
does it
It could just be a
have,
fucking
like,
stainless steel tube.
Does it
Yeah,
have
It may
like?
not even
That's
be a
true,
dude
there might
in
not
there.
be-
He
Nobody
might
in
still be
there.
in his tough shed.
Does it have like punch marks, like something's been trying to get out of it?
You're not there.
We're not
You,
there.
you decided not to go, I thought.
No,
Oh.
I thought
We're
we all.
lurking in the back of the group. 'cause
Yeah,
we
I was
decided
gonna say-
split
Not
the
to split
party
up,
is a
Oh,
bad
that's right,
idea.
okay.
Because the last time we split
Go
up,
and roll
3
a
of us almost died.
perception check, I guess, and we'll go
All right, I'll
from
roll.
there. While you roll,
Nope.
well,
before Grandpa Brado Morstol died from a heart condition in '89, he enjoyed a comfortable life in Norway, where he was born and raised. He loves painting, fishing, skiing, and hiking. He was also the director of Parks and Rec in Norway's Bærum County for more than 30 years.
So his
So they're gonna-
afterlife is way more interesting than his
Yeah.
life, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, he's a
Ohio.
lot cooler now.
I got 22 on the
Fucking-
perception check.
Um,
God damn it. Oh my God.
yeah, you hear some knocking sounds.
I told you that we gotta kill Grandpa.
Oh.
We could have just rode down the road and ignored the hotel. No, now we gotta come here and kill Abominable Grandpa. Well, shit, let's roll initiative and get after it.
Fucking-
How the hell are we gonna punch through a steel tube to kill undead
No, we wait
grandma?
for
just
him
wait
to
for
do
We're
it.
gonna wait for him to punch his way out.
How strong is undead grandpa? Undead frozen
Fire
grandpa.
breathing thing on him, Emery. Then you'll thaw him out.
I don't know if I want to thaw him out.
Wild.
Let's see how fast the DM can build a bad guy.
Is there an
I feel-
ice zombie? There's gotta be ice zombies
Oh,
in like
for
Icewind
sure,
Dale.
right?
I feel like we should take a break for a sec.
Yeah,
so we
we are absolutely going to take a
We,
break.
Oh my God.
He said DM.
That was an insane rabbit hole. we just went down.
Welcome in. Please, come warm yourself by the fire. It's getting awfully cold out there, and you never know what may be lurking just out of sight. As you warm up, let me regale you with a brief story of my own. I've heard tale of a group of hardened mercenaries fighting their way out of Los Angeles to escort a father trying to make things right with his daughter. The leader is a bard, the scouts a monk, the muscle a fighter, and the stealth experts a rogue. Their travels take them through a crazy medical facility, over the mountains, across the universe, and so much more. If this story is at all interesting, you can hear it in more detail on our Patreon. $5 a month gets you access to this story, as well as early access to unabridged, ad-free episodes. However, we all understand that times are hard, especially with the holidays. So if a less expensive option is more up your alley, please follow us on the social medias, like and subscribe to our content on your preferred listening app, and share us with your friends. Links to all of this are found in the podcast description. Well, it sounds like my other guests are having quite the restless night's sleep. I should make sure that they're doing okay. You can see yourself out when you are ready. Now let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
Boy, what a tangent we have found ourselves upon.
Yar.
Tracks.
My only decent roll so far this session.
Feel pretty good about this one.
I am freaking on it as well.
Emery.
17.
How much you all want to bet that Elliot's going to go first?
I'm almost
I'll
positive.
be shocked.
He is on site, bro. He is ready to go.
Elliot.
27.
Okay.
God damn.
I can roll higher than that.
Yeah, I've seen you roll higher
Like
than
32 that one time.
Hold on.
21.
that. 21.
Nice.
That's because I didn't start this shit this time.
Mel.
9.
Oof, da.
James.
Mel chugged that
I got a
second
natural
brandy.
20, and the highest I can get is a 23.
He's not very alert right now.
Nope.
All right.
You drank that second brandy.
I did. I chugged it because I was really disappointed. Wait, we're leaving? Wait, are we okay? We're not leaving. We're leaving. Oh, fine.
Everything
Guzzle,
on that slide,
guzzle.
Everything on that side looks correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. All right, Elliot.
So
Fixed.
it's hearing the crashing on the room that we're in. Can I get just a quick overview of the room?
Yeah.
What's the size of it? Where's
It's,
the cylinder? Where's the door?
Call it a 40 by 40. Doors to the south. There's about, we'll say there's 15 feet from the door to the display room thing that Frozen Dead dude's in. He's in like a 5 by 5 ish room with the container basically occupying most of it. Like it's like he's like kind of sort of sealed off from you because they don't want people fucking with it.
Okay.
You see a door. It's 5 by 5 up at the corner. You see a door on its. Would that be east? And then there's just like tables to display shit in the other corner.
Okay.
Pretty bare bones room. It was mostly meant to just hold some people while a dude talked weird shit at you.
Got it. I'm gonna move to the southwest corner, which should be as far away as I can get.
Okay.
And I'm gonna draw my bow, and if I can see somebody, if once he busts out, I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay. James. Elliot moved to a corner.
Ready? I'm going to prep a firebolt, I guess.
Okay. For.
Once I see Frozen Dead dude.
Okay. Hold on. James is holding his hands.
Okay. Kamehameha. All right.
He's starting a 3-turn.
Hold on, I
spree.
gotta get the combo right.
So nothing's out yet,
Nothing's out yet.
but we're hearing noises.
You just currently hear metal bonging sounds because something is banging on a metal inside.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
And I
And the
don't know what it
cylinder-
is.
The cylinder's inside the 5 foot.
Yeah, it's
5 by
slightly
5?
bigger than 5, but it's 5 practically.
Okay.
There's not enough room for you guys to want to be in there.
Yeah, it's
With
like
the
it's like
two.
a glass
Yeah,
display
it's kinda
with
got
the
like
cylinder
a-
inside.
It's got big windows in it, but it's got like farm wood.
Okay,
It looks like they're trying to recreate that sauna aesthetic
gotcha.
with big viewing windows into the metal tube room he's in.
Okay, thank you.
Just big enough to contain the metal tube,
What a fucking weird room design.
which is just,
Right?
and that's genuine. That's off their site.
Everything about this is just bizarre.
So Olnok is going to go into a rage and proceed to the front of the room in front of the canister.
Okay, so you're going to where the door would be?
Yeah.
Where the door is? Okay.
Are you
I
gonna
want
help him
I
out?
want to be a bullet sponge. If shit goes down, I want to take the damage.
Are you opening door, leaving door closed?
I'd start hitting it because if you don't attack anything, you pop out of rage.
Or, well, if something attacks me, I will be the first thing it sees.
That's assuming he gets out of the cylinder this round.
True. In which case, I will have to go into a rage again. Which
know
is not
what?
a great idea.
We've
Shit.
got several. We're gonna long rest right after this.
Yeah.
Fair, yeah.
We think.
You can burn all your rages on this encounter.
I'm going to stay safe and stick with that rage thought, and we're going to go in. Let's open the door.
Okay. Perfect. So you see in this room a big metal cylinder with a lot of hoses and wires and shit
Mhm.
connected to the base of it. You see a growing puddle of water underneath it.
Okay?
You would think it would be a fire hazard if there was still electricity,
Right.
but it's currently not a fire hazard.
No.
Are there
Just
like fist
melty.
imprints on the wall?
The bonging is louder.
'Kay.
Because the door's open to the room that the bonging is occurring
That's
in.
logical.
Makes sense.
And the bonging intensifies. Emery, your turn.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
That's smart. Takes you to a 14, correct?
Yes.
I should have moved away. Fuck.
Quick question.
You reset.
Okay.
Yeah, you reset.
Well, that
Especially
would've-
considering you weren't in the last combat either. You've reset. It's been a minute since you've fought anything.
It was at a 4, but I rolled a 2.
Valid question.
So
Ooh.
Oh, boy. I had to know.
Fair. Fair.
So we're at a 2 now. It's
Okay.
good. We're fine.
I don't know why, but like as a player, like, I get a visceral reaction anytime somebody casts mage armor now. It's like, oh god, they're gonna blow! No, no,
You're in 2 campaigns with a wild magic sorcerer.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
does sort of change your appreciation for mage armor.
Do you do anything else?
I'm going to move. I want to be in the. See, Elliot went southwest. I'm gonna move just like a little bit north of Elliot.
Okay.
basically. I'm also in that corner, but yeah, I just don't want to be near the open door to the
Hmm.
thing.
Did you draw it on a map?
Huh?
Did you draw out a map?
Yeah.
Can I see it? Make sure I described it. If
I
not,
just
I'm just
made-
going to adjust.
I made a little square. That's the southwest. That's where Elliot is. I'm here. Allnock went here and opened this door.
So to describe it better, I did a bad job. The room is in the northeast corner or northwest corner. Or if you wanted to be opposite of it, it could be in the northeast corner. as
Put it in
it's-
the north. Yeah,
Okay.
because I
so
wanted
there.
to be in the opposite.
It's not dead center of the room, so you
Okay.
get the feeling that there was a decent sized seating area.
Gotcha. So it's kind of an auditorium with
Yeah,
this thing.
with a weird display thing in the corner.
Gotcha.
In the northeast corner. Okay.
I'm
Weird.
gonna stick to what I said though and stay next to Elliot.
Perfect.
And
that
then
makes sense.
the door would be
Yeah,
here
so
or on the side.
there. Yep, that's where Old is.
Cool.
The more and
Thank
more
you.
we discuss
Yep.
this thing, the more and more I want to see it in real life. 'Cause my God, is this bonkers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to.
I would feel
I wanna
good
go to
Estes Park.
Road trip.
Anything else?
No.
We should make
Bonging
it authentic and
intensifies.
ride horses there.
Bonging
It's a
gets
team
crazy
bond.
fucking loud, and you hear cracking.
Hate that.
And I don't know what sounds metal makes when it gets ripped open. You hear that really loud tin can getting
Shrieking
shredded.
Ew.
Yeah.
Mel,
Um,
the tin
Mel-
can is losing the fight.
doesn't like this, but she's gonna follow Olmok whilst drawing her machete.
Forgot the front range now.
I almost did too. I'll go hide by Wait, no, that's not helpful.
I gotta do one more thing. Sorry, I forgot somebody.
Like, I feel confident we left Jacob and
Yeah,
Jeff
well,
sleeping by
Jeff,
the
Jacob, and-
fireplace.
Charlie,
You
you're
left them
all.
in the haunted hotel?
Look, our judgment's not the best all the time.
It's the allegedly haunted hotel.
Exactly.
That hasn't
I
been
am
proven yet.
genuinely gonna have to be convinced that you did not bring the kid with you from the haunted hotel.
Ah, shit.
Maybe
I-
they're right outside the door to this room.
Well, I guess my thought on that would have
In the
been
cold at night.
they were sleeping by
It-
the fire. There's
it's outside. I thought there was.
It's a
like
different
tunnels.
building.
Yeah.
There
We
are
have to
tunnels.
go to a
I
different
don't.
building.
You went to a different building.
Okay.
and that's
It's
why,
like it's got like a whole compound of buildings around it. You went across the parking lot to a different building.
and that's why my thought is that if they're sleeping in front of the fire, we probably would have left them there. But
Yeah.
maybe not
With Jack.
with
You serious?
Jeff.
With Jack, Jeff, and the ghosties.
And Charlie.
What ghosties?
Would you?
But you think it's a
stop
haunted hotel?
saying that?
I think it's
Jeff
a
is
haunted
a
hotel.
responsible adult. We can leave a child with Jeff.
Jeff has experienced shit that we can't even begin to imagine.
All right, we will discuss that judgment someday. But he is not- the batshit crazy cult guy you know very little about is babysitting the child
Okay.
in the haunted
I
hotel.
mean, I don't love it. I didn't want to come. Look, I didn't want to come. Damn it.
All right, so you go up, you draw your machete.
I go into a rage at all times. I thought this was a stupid idea, and now we're in here fighting undead grandpa, and Jacob's in there with all the ghosties.
This is getting out of hand. Now there's two barbarians.
I
Okay.
do, yes, but going into a rage.
If I
doesn't
don't
give
have
me
anything to
benefits.
shoot at, I'm going to continue holding my action to shoot when something pops up.
Makes sense. James.
Copy paste.
Oh, knock.
Nothing
you're-
attacked me.
And
No,
no,
nothing
but
attacked
there
you.
is a raging monkey.
There is very obviously.
A very angry little woman
Yes.
that has joined you in this room.
She said, it's like there's a raging monkey. I'm doing a bad job of describing this situation.
No, I'm just seeing a blonde gorilla.
So I'm seeing the
Yeah, you're seeing it starting to crack up.
opening.
You can see, like, the tips of fingers trying,
Okay.
and there's literally cool fog, misty pouring out.
How far am I away from him?
You are, I said it was 5 feet. So you're
Okay,
5
so
feet.
we're really close.
You're
Fuck.
like right up on.
So no ranged attack.
No.
So I can't take a pot shot.
And like,
Um,
we're talking like, the crack's wide enough that his fingertips are through.
Yeah, he just barely.
Yeah. Like an arrow could slip in there.
Yeah.
But he's effectively got full cover.
Yeah, and I'm too close.
Currently. Which has rules in D&D and stuff.
So
That
we're
Elliot
just
is
gonna
pretty-
rage again. Because
break
I
some
lost
fingers.
it.
You can hit him.
You can also
Can I take a swing at it? Like
you
a
can
reckless
you can
attack him?
hold your action that when he breaks out, you can go into a rage.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
I didn't know I could
Yeah,
do
okay.
that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought I had to do that
Oh
on
yeah,
my
no,
turn.
you can hold
Okay.
your action that when he busts out, you
That's
can
what I
then
wanna
go
do.
into a
We'll
rage.
So-
just assume. Well, I guess
I'll
it kinda
stand at the
doesn't really
ready.
matter,
If
but-
he comes out,
Yeah.
I'm gonna rage and I'm gonna fucking make a hit upon Yi.
Well, you
you
won't
can
get a
do
hit.
one or the other.
I want to.
Yeah, no,
So
hit your
I wanna
rage first.
Just rage? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, rage first. That'll give you damage resistance,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
when it's your turn, then hit him.
Then I can hit him back after he almost guarantees hits me. Got
There
it.
you go. That works.
My God, he's
Okay,
Swedish
undead
now.
grandpa.
Wait, no, he's Norwegian.
He's
Yeah.
Norwegian.
And we don't know the difference between those accents because I'm not that worldly.
Nope,
Yeah.
same.
The only Norwegian dude I've ever met was a gigantic black man who spoke exactly like we do. He had no accent.
Right.
But his dad was a priest and he did do a metal band for a while. He was a genuine Norwegian.
Sweet.
Fascinating.
Yeah. He was just big. He was like Kasey,
Okay.
not you.
I'm like,
I assume I'm not that big.
that big.
No, this gigantic redhead we worked with.
Yes.
Not me.
He does strongman and is now bare knuckle boxing training. That's going to be fun.
God damn.
Yeah.
His hands can punch your whole face.
Yeah.
The whole
He's got
face.
ham hocks for hands. Yeah.
One of those big
Whoever
ones.
he hits is going to get hurt.
So you now see another pair of, you call them fingers?
Okay.
At the top.
Wait,
What?
how many
What?
people are supposed to be in
Emery.
here?
What the fuck?
You would call them fingers. They are not finger colored.
I don't like that.
So we're all ready to fight Frozen Grandpa, then another set of hands disappear in the fucking thing.
They appear to be trying, but they are making no more progress on opening the metal for what it's worth. They're just there.
Are
For
we
moral
fighting Shiva? What's happening right now?
support. Emery, you see none of that.
You guess this is good as
Yeah.
You hear tearing metal. You see Olmok
yeah,
get
Olmok's
really
close.
pissed off and then calm down immediately thereafter.
mine.
I was excited. All right.
I thought Fog cooled him
He
down.
opens the fuck out of a door.
Just angrily.
Cool. I'm going to move up and tap Mel on the shoulder. I'm gonna cast Dragon Breath on her
Mel
Cool.
twitches. Mel's still yelling at old
for fire damage.
That makes sense.
Mel immediately
Okay.
uses it on Olnok. Because she's not expecting this to happen.
So you can breathe fire in a 15-foot cone now,
That's
Sweet.
cool.
and it does 3d6 damage.
That's awesome. Thanks.
And I'm going to also that's a bonus action spell. So I'm going to action cast True Strike. If I point a finger at a target in range, it grants me a brief insight into its defenses.
You have to see the creature. Because currently you can see a large metal can.
It did say
With fingers
creature in
poking her.
range.
I ran up behind Mel. I'm close now.
Okay.
I don't. If you think it won't,
that
it
works.
doesn't say anything about insight. It just says point your finger at a target in range.
As long as it's
Okay.
in range, you don't have to be able to see
Which set of fingers? Question I've never asked.
I hate that. I think I start at the low one. I'm like, what the fuck?
So you're pointing at the,
The
upper ones?
upper one.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever heard a sentence more confusing and yet so ominous at the same time.
Unsettled. Thank you.
What does True Strike allow? What does this do?
It gives me advantage on my next attack roll against it.
Okay. Cool. You have advantage against the top fingers.
Cool.
And because you're looking at them really hard, they are white.
Great.
White. You don't see like a nail bed or anything. You don't see the creases of knuckles. They almost appear kind of like see-through crystally.
I hate that.
What the fuck?
Mm.
What the fuck do we flavor text our way into?
Is that it for your turn?
That's it for my turn. That's full movement, action, bonus action.
Shortly
So-
thereafter, a set of very similar looking fingers appear below the big fingers.
Oh,
Good.
fuck.
And then the big fingers rip open the can. And
Great.
standing there is a
3 kobolds.
Wearing a
There you
trench
go.
coat.
And a trench
No,
coat.
it's tin can.
what
Top
you
one's going.
see
"Rrr."
can only be described as a frozen dead guy whose eyes, when he opens them to look at you guys, trio who are standing near the door, are like wicked bright flashlights of blue, icy cold light.
Great.
Okay.
We're fighting a White Walker.
Yeah.
Literally casting light out of them towards you folks.
Okay.
Having fully opened up the can, you also see that there are two what appear to be best described as little ice guys.
Little ice golems.
Yeah,
All right,
little
that's
ice
it. No more
fellers.
Mr. Ice Guy.
They've got wicked long noses. They got little frozen bat wings.
Great.
Maybe they're friendly?
And they also are completely white, including their eyes.
Yeah, they seem
Great.
chill.
They do seem very chill.
James, I'm gonna punch you again.
I'm not within melee
I
range, kid.
need all three of you to make
Awesome. I feel
a
good about
wisdom
running up close.
saving
and-
throw.
Why is it wisdom? Fuck! All right.
Oh, hell.
That's not good.
Not good for me either.
Passive 9.
Ay, ay, ay.
You don't get passive
There's no
wisdom.
passive on these.
Okay, then it's an 8.
12.
You did go into a rage though. That was your held action.
yeah, he did go into a
I
rage.
did. Because I saw a
You
thing.
are very angry about this.
Yes.
Does that do
You don't
anything?
have mindless
won't-
rage,
it-
do you?
No, I
Not
do
yet.
No.
I just have regular rage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll help him with damage resistance. That's always
Yeah.
gonna get.
I got a 4.
So we're doing great.
And you got what? Sorry,
12.
12. Its save is something.
What, you don't have this thing prepped? What the heck?
Yeah, wild.
I knew running up close to combat was a risk, but oh well.
That's my job.
I
That's what
am
I'm
still
supposed to
behind you guys.
do. You are. I will take damage first. Hopefully. Hopefully.
It's a wisdom save. Actually, it's probably
Elliot's
psychic
health
damage.
will
It,
also
which
it
you're
will
not
be. I was gonna let him
resistant to.
finish, and then I was gonna fire.
Okay,
Cool.
you all three fail.
Great.
I finally found it. You all three fail. You are frightened.
Yeah, I would say so.
Is that
For-
conditions?
Yes, it is. It means you cannot move closer.
And you have disadvantage on attacks while the creature you're afraid of is in sight.
Yar.
Is there anything about if you're in a rage being resistant or immune to being frightened?
I
Or
don't
no?
think so.
That would be very important to know right
That's the mindless rage thing.
Oh, okay.
now. Oh, well, that he doesn't
He'll
have
get
yet.
there, but he's
Okay.
not there yet.
Gotcha.
It kills any charm or frightened effects.
Ah, okay.
Now, this guy's a special scary. Your speed is reduced by 10.
Okay.
Good.
So I'm normal moving.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, your plus 10 is now no longer there.
So I've been moving wrong the whole campaign. Anyway,
That's okay.
I'm new.
We'll get
anyway.
there. Yeah.
And at the end of each turn, you can try to save again.
Okay.
Cool. That's gonna
You
go
will
great.
also have disadvantage on strength saving throws, which means you just have normal strength saving
Yes.
throws.
No plus. Got it. Oh no. Does that saving throw? So you still get the plus. It's just you
Yeah,
can't.
you just don't
You
get.
just roll the
you
one
normally
die.
have
Got it.
advantage, I think.
Got it.
You don't anymore.
Yeah.
You two have this.
Disadvantage, yeah.
And it steps out. So now your action can fire,
And I believe
your
I
action
was
can
holding one as
fire.
well, yeah.
and you're angry.
Yes. That is correct.
D8 plus.
I'm mad that I'm scared. I don't like it.
I got a 19 for that firebolt.
That hits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got 22 with the arrow. 7 points of piercing.
And I got 18 points of fire damage.
I should do something. I hope.
I would say chill out, but I'm hitting him with
You
fire.
have a nasty firebolt.
You did how much? Sorry, firebolt.
18.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 2d20s. 2d10s.
It is not D20.
Jesus.
That would be fucking awesome.
Sorry.
though.
That'd be sick.
It's like,
I
don't think so.
I was looking at a d20 when I said that. I would like to clarify. I meant to say 2 d10s. I am indeed rolling the correct damage dice.
I'm going to request that that's observed. Kidding. Mel, there's a scary motherfucker up in front of you.
Is he within within melee range of me at the moment?
He is he is within melee range of Ulnak. He's in a room, so there's a wall. You were behind Ulnak,
Okay.
so not quite with you.
Okay. Can I, without moving any closer, because I am terrified of this thing, do my dragon's breath without hitting Ulnak?
No, not without hitting Ulnak. It's doorway Ulnak you, in any way you phrase this.
And I can't move any closer.
Can I do a danger sense?
I don't know.
It's a dexterity saving throw, but I don't know how that
It
works.
gives you an advantage on dex saves if you can see stuff coming.
And you
this
will
wasn't a
specifically
dex
not
save.
see it
Yeah,
coming.
I
'cause
think
it's
it's a
behind me.
trap.
I mean,
I mean, you can absolutely light that off.
I kind of want to, but I kind of would feel bad if I hit Oldoc.
You're gonna. If you want to hit this thing, you have to hit.
To be fair, I am raging.
Yeah. It'll only take
You
half.
did get frightened and have a magic spell cast
I
on
know.
you in the
I
same
honestly
round.
think
like,
that
I think
honestly
this would
think
happen.
Mel's gonna open her mouth to scream, and it's just gonna happen.
come out as fire.
Kinda, yeah.
Perfect. What does?
It's
it a
a
save?
dex save for everything in the radius.
And it's
Okay.
3d6.
And
So
no
deck
six.
save, you don't see it coming. It's from coming from behind.
Okay, so I
So-
don't get my advantage, but I
No.
do get the dex save and my
Yes.
modifier.
So it's 9 points of fire damage for those
15.
who failed. So you saved, which would be half.
Then he'll have again because
Yeah,
of the.
so half of 9 is 5, half again is 2. So you only take 2 damage.
12 to save.
Does not save.
Okay.
Spell DC is 14.
So the scary as hell dead dude takes full 9 points.
The two little imp guys are also in the 15.
Oh
foot
yes,
cone.
thank you.
Yes.
I'd like to think also
about
that
that.
there's now an Olnog shaped outline
In your
this,
fireball?
yeah,
Probably.
in this wall.
Ah, it's hot! Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mel opens
You
fails.
her
feel
mouth.
properly warm for a moment.
Right? So Mel opens
Everybody
her mouth to
fails.
scream, and fire comes out, which rather surprises her, not realizing exactly what Emery has done to her. And she backs up because she's afraid of him.
Fair. That makes
See,
sense.
that's bullshit. Mel still has magic.
I didn't do
You
that.
saw me cast that spell.
And I do get to roll to resave, right?
Yes. It's the end of your turn.
Well, for all I know, you did like some other magic mumbo
11,
jumbo.
I'm still afraid.
You are. All right. All right. Elliot. Mel just had a terrible case of heartburn. And there's a scary son bitch stepped out of the.
Elliot's going to cast Hunter's Mark on the scary sumbitch.
Okay.
That's a bonus action. He's going to use his action. He's going to get 2 attacks.
Okay.
All right, first attack. Oh yeah, 18 plus like 8.
Yeah.
So that one's going to hit 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 points
Okay.
of magical piercing damage. He's going to try to sharpshooter his second attack.
Okay.
Ah, misses. Probably 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's what he's got.
Perfect.
He's staying where he's at.
Fair. Logical. James.
Rinse and repeat. I'm gonna hit him with another firebolt. At least attempt to.
Okay.
Yeah. That is another 19. Same die, same result.
Okay.
That's a pistol. I almost rolled the wrong one.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, I don't have my pistol out. Stop rolling, damn it. Oh, that's only 4 points of fire damage.
Hey,
Wow.
that's something.
Marketed unimprovement. It's like, will you guys get out of the fucking way? I'm trying to hit the damn thing.
Olnock. There is a scary son of a bitch.
I'm still
Right
real
in front
mad
of
at
you.
it.
You're
Yeah.
mad at it. You're frightened of it. And there's 2 little guys that don't look great anymore. They're melting.
I'm going for the one in the middle, and I'm going to use my extra attack because I want to attack it.
And the one in the middle is big scary dude.
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
So, explain the disadvantage again.
You have it
Okay,
So
so I just got to
you-
roll 2.
twice. Take
You
the
roll
lower.
twice, yeah.
Because he's spooky. You're quaking in your space boots.
Those are identical. I'm going to go at him with the great axe with the +6, so 15 regardless. Because I rolled exactly the same on both times.
Just hits.
Nice.
How many ouchies?
D12 plus 5. Max damage, 17.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Twice. Oh no, I got to roll
No,
up for that's
yes.
his first one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
So first one for 12 plus 5, 17. 8 plus 6. 14?
Just hits. Yep.
1 minus max damage. So 16.
Cool. All right, you're fucking figured out how to.
Oh,
do
and I
combat.
gotta unroll to see if I'm still scared.
Yep.
Yeah, I am. That's a 3.
Okay.
I'm scared, but I'm fucking him up.
Fair.
Be seen.
I didn't realize I could attack
Unhide.
twice. I thought there was special circumstances that needed to be met for that.
Oh, no.
That's on me. That's my fault. I could have been fucking shit up a lot longer. I've had that for a while.
I need the trio of fear
Damn
Good.
it.
to
Yo.
roll a dexterity save.
Okay.
Great.
Do I get my advantage on this one?
Can he see it?
You see it coming. Yes.
19.
Pass.
10.
Fail.
I'm doing great.
You take 5. You take 5 halves.
Yeah, that didn't help.
2.
So 9 plus 2.
11.
Yeah.
Fail. So you take whatever. You take full 5 halved because you're mad.
Yeah, that brings me down to 2.
2. So Olnok takes 2 per damage. It opens up its mouth, not unlike how Mel just did, except instead of fire, icy cold.
So I just got
Yeah.
icy hot.
Yeah.
Because I just got, that's hot! Oh, that's cold!
Yeah.
The front's cold, the back's hot.
Yep.
So,
And you take full 5 damage.
Cool.
I'm at 46, by the way. Because I took 2 from Mel's and then
Oh,
2
right.
from that guy.
I passed.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, you still take half damage.
Oh, okay.
He also takes half because he's angry.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Emery took the full hit.
I took full damage, but half because I'm mad.
And this little dude is going to fly out through the door up above
Oh no, we've set it loose.
into the room. Coming for. Go for Elliot. Moves into melee with Elliot. Or near you. Doesn't move into melee. Moves near you.
oh, you know the old moniker, age before beauty. Jesus
As it comes
Christ.
flying at you.
I like its noise. I like it.
I did not like that.
Spooky.
I remain unsettled.
Emery, an unsettling thing flies near you. And a
I
scary
could-
motherfucker
Oh God.
is standing in front of Uma.
I am going to cast a chaos bolt at the one that I true striked.
We'll say that's the one that flew to Elliot.
Great. So I'm gonna roll to attack it.
I thought you true strike the big guy.
No,
You
I
true
did
strike the
the,
little
the
guy.
fingers
Okay,
up
okay,
on the
that's fine.
top. 21 to hit.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That does it.
This is the complicated one, so give me a second here. It's acid damage.
Okay.
It does 10 acid damage.
Nice.
Okay. It looks pretty fucked up.
We're good.
Because boy howdy, was there ever a time for a fireball. It's when you're like up close and personal with 2 of our members.
And I am going to also back away from this door, not towards Elliot. I'm gonna go like down to like the southeast
The other corner?
side. Not all the way to the corner. I'm kind of in the middle of the room, but
Okay.
and that's my turn. Oh, hang on. Let me see if I save.
Yep.
No.
And did you roll for your wild magic?
Yes.
We're up to 3 then?
We're up to 4.
Up to 4. All right,
Damn.
already. Thought I reset that.
Yes, I am too. Because we're already back up to where I was.
Yeah. Yeah. That was quick.
I've cast several spells.
Cool.
My damage cantrip does ice damage.
Oh,
That's probably God. That might heal them.
I
That's-
figured it's probably not the play in this scenario.
It gets bigger.
The next, the other little guy who also looks pretty fucking rough, opens its mouth, and instead of an icy blast, thick, dense fog
Oh, good.
erupts from its mouth, heavily obscuring it and the spooky guy.
God
Oh,
damn it.
man.
And Oldok is also obscured because he's right there.
I'm right in the thick of it. It's what I
Into
do.
the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
Ugh.
And then it does things that you don't see occur.
Damn it, I'm blinded, huh?
Effectively.
Shit.
And then things occur, such as that's
Don't say
I don't
that.
like. No, don't do that. Don't awkward silence
that
and then say
one.
that's cool.
cool. I need you moved, so I need Olnok and Mel to
Ah.
make a strength saving throw.
Oh,
Strength saving throw? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, you have advantage.
21.
21.
You don't have advantage because of the
That's a straight
fear
roll.
thing.
Oh, okay.
18
that was
for
15
me.
plus 6.
The
And you
fear
have
thing makes
disadvantage on
disadvantage.
strength.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that first roll. That was a good roll.
So sorry,
Oh.
what was it, Olnok?
15 plus 6, 21.
It's still 18.
Cool. You both save. You feel wind kick up behind you, trying to pull you into the room that it's in.
Fuck.
All
that.
the pamphlets and stuff in the corner of the room go whipping past your head, sucked into the fog.
Okay.
Paper cuts.
Oh God! Death by 1,000 paper cuts.
And that wind effectively dissipates the breeze. So you can see Big
Fog.
Dude again.
Yeah.
Sorry, it doesn't dissipate the breeze. That'd be weird. No, it dissipates the fog. So you see the big dude,
Mhm.
little dude's missing.
What did you do? He sucked them in like a vacuum.
Where the fuck did that little thing go?
He hit him.
You think he ate him?
Okay.
You think he did that?
Sorry. This dude does a lot of shit. Both of you take 11 cold damage, and your movement
Ouch.
is halved.
After saving?
Ouch.
This is a separate
Damn.
thing.
Is mine halved?
Christ.
This is a separate thing. This is an addition to the 10 that's been reduced already. You guys are getting slowed by his being near.
Okay, so I'm 20 feet now, movement wise, but I
Same.
can't move away. I can't move closer to him anyway.
Minus 10 is 30, halved 15.
But both of
Oh,
us
okay.
have 40 feet.
I follow.
Right.
I had
40
40 feet, and now
minus
I'm
10
30.
is 30,
and then half
halved is
the 30.
15.
Okay.
Oh.
So
okay.
that's just movement.
Yep.
What was the damage I take?
11.
Is that halved for me because I'm in a rage?
It's cold.
So
so yes.
no, yes, no.
I think you're half
No.
cold.
All
The only
damage
th-
is
the only
halved.
thing he doesn't take resistance is psychic damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
so
He's got
you take it
resistance to
halved.
everything else.
So,
that's 6.
6.
6 to Olnok.
6 or 5?
6.
Oh, I guess it would be 5. Sorry, 11 halved is 5. Right.
Oh, sorry. I was reading my addition.
Mel takes all of it.
Yep.
It's not great.
No.
And it's your turn. Spooky dude colded you, ouch.
I can see him now, though, right?
You can see him. Yeah, he's back.
Okay.
He just kind of like nipped. It was foggy now. It's not.
And I'm still not in melee with him,
Correct.
and Olnok's still between me and him.
Correct. That situation has not changed.
Okay. I am going to drop my machete and draw my short bow and attempt to hit him with that.
Okay.
It's disadvantage though because I'm
Yep. Yep.
That's a miss on the first one.
Okay.
I'm really not great with the bow. That's a miss on the second one.
Cool.
because you don't practice enough. That's I keep telling you, you gotta practice.
Elliot's just yelling, anchor!
Yeah, Mel's over here. She's absolutely terrified. So she's like drawing all the way out past her ear. This will give me more power.
I can't imagine shooting a bow scared would work very well.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Panic
Alright.
fire, panic fire.
Right.
Especially when
okay.
you're getting colded to ouches.
Nat 20. I saved on my wisdom.
Okay, you are no longer frightened, and you are immune to being further frightened.
Aha.
I'm telling you, so I don't have a chance to forget.
I got.
Does it put her speed back as well?
You get the 10 back.
Okay.
You are still so now you're to 20 feet
Okay. Thank
because
you.
your speed's still halved.
Yes, but it's
Okay,
So,
So-
you sort of only get 5 back.
So
Okay,
40 to
That's
20.
fine.
Got it.
I got you. Okay. Cool. I am not scared anymore, and I am angry.
There we go. Yes.
It's useful in certain ways.
Don't get
Elliot.
scared. Get angry.
There was a hell of a windstorm. Some fog was there briefly, and you got a little dude getting up near you.
So, ice creature number 2, you said had flown out towards me, but he was not in
Yeah, you
melee.
stayed
Is that
just
correct?
out of melee.
Perfect. I am going to throw that bow at him. He doesn't get the hunter's mark damage with the sharpshooter feat.
Okay.
So yeah, 21 to hit.
Yeah.
20 points of piercing damage.
Good lord.
You
Fuck
hit
that
him,
guy.
and he explodes.
Perfect. With my second
And
shot,
icy shards go flying around, but you are unharmed.
with my second shot, I can see scary frozen dead dude.
You can see Scary Frozen Dead.
Okay, I'm gonna sharpshooter him because he's the one that's unmarked.
Okay.
Maybe 16 to hit.
Yep.
Sweet. Oh god, that's gonna be 23 points of piercing damage.
Very nice.
He takes it.
Magical piercing damage.
That magical doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. I'll just
Fine.
give you total.
He takes it. He's not stoked.
You bitch.
Jimmy.
I'm gonna swap to my longbow because the fire kind of fizzled.
Fair.
So I'm gonna try shooting the main spooky dude with the longbow. Plus, I can get sneak attack theoretically. Yeah. That is I can do math. 15 to hit.
Yep.
Sweet. For a whopping 1 sec. Sorry. That's 21 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, it hits. He's not looking great, but he didn't look good to begin with. So judge that how you
He
want.
was frozen dead guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
is
the frozen
not
dead
suddenly unfrozen alive guy. So
He's been frozen and dead since '89.
yeah. Yeah.
It's
He
been
would
a
look
while.
rough from the jump. Yeah.
Why do I feel like he's got like freezer burn?
I was
Kind
gonna
of.
say he's like a freezer burn. He's got like the white patches.
Yeah.
For
on his
sure.
skin and,
There's
like,
nothing in this room that I could hide behind in
Oh,
any
no.
way. Yeah, okay, yeah, I kind of
Almost.
figured.
He's not a small creature.
Yeah, he doesn't even get to do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be
never mind.
that'd be great. All right, that's my turn then.
But it is Olnok's turn. This scary dude's right up in your grill still.
We're gonna hit him twice again if we can.
Okay, go Trey.
And then not attacks. So I roll with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Fucking that's gonna probably hit because 13 plus 6 is 19
Yes,
last I
it
checked.
does. Yep, that hits.
How does math change?
How many
again?
ouches does that do?
16.
Hate it when
Okay.
Oh fuck. Well, that's not great. 7 plus 6, 13?
Misses.
Damn.
He bats that one away with his weirdly hard forearm.
Damn it. Why aren't you dead again?
You're just chipping.
You've taken
little
so
ice
much
flecks,
damage.
Like
All right.
little ice chips off of them.
Horrible.
Ice Creature 2's dead. Emery.
Great. I'm going to.
Very scared.
I am very scared. I'm gonna try to hit him with a chaos bolt. We'll see how this goes.
You sound so skeptical.
I mean,
It's
it
a
is
disadvantage. It's a nat 20 or a 6.
Ah!
6 misses. darn
6
it.
plus 6 plus 6. Never mind.
Yeah,
12.
that's the,
Oh,
We're good.
I was gonna say like the
So you're
luck
up to a 6
absolutely
now?
would have been a nat 1 on that.
I'm at a 5.
At a 5, so 25% chance.
Yeah. I'm gonna back away more.
Fair.
I'm gonna roll to save. Nope, I don't save.
Oh, I didn't
should've
roll to
done.
save. Should I do that
Go for
now?
it.
I totally should have moved away from Emery.
Doesn't matter. 10.
Welcome to the downside of being a strength-based, not wisdom-based.
Yeah.
My fighter never saved
Oh, that's a 9.
wisdom,
Never
ever.
mind. Yeah, because the -1, I didn't
Yeah.
do that yet. Yep.
Kai could never not be scared.
He's like, ah! Just fucking.
Yeah. And he always got frightened when he was nowhere fucking near the fight either, so he could never get closer to it.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of sucks having a chicken for a frontline fighter.
It's a good thing I ran in first. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm close. Hopefully he stays there.
Yeah, you can't move closer, but you don't have to move away.
Yeah.
We don't know where Ice Creature 1 went, do we?
Nope, you don't.
Ah, shit.
We just know he disappeared. Let's do the boring one. Do that. This sounds great.
All right, go ahead and give me another strength throw, you two. Save. Sorry, strength save, you two.
It's 13.
10.
Not a great one this time.
No, it wasn't. Neither of you pass. So now things happen.
Haha.
That did not occur last time. So this time you can actually even see it.
Yeah.
He opens his mouth and just sucks hard. And you both get knocked prone by the gust of wind.
Fuck! Okay.
And you get pulled as close to him as you can be. You're there.
Yeah.
So you both do, however, take 3 bludgeoning damage.
So half to
One.
1. I'm really liking that. That's helping me a lot.
Mel takes 3 damage.
Yup.
And is both knocked prone.
Oh, hey, I can see it fully now. Oh, God!
And look, this guy doesn't really do much. But you both take 11 damage from being near him,
He sucks.
Ah.
He's doing
which
that
is
pretty well.
halved for Olnak.
It's a
Ow.
5.
That's a lot.
Stop
just
doing
for hanging
that!
out
All right.
close.
Mel, you're laying down now.
Nels has a problem.
Do
Just a
I
little bit.
still have the dragon's breath? Okay, I'm going to sit up and look at this dude and try to breathe fire on him in a way that doesn't hit Malmok.
We are in the exact same situation we were.
Fuck it, send it.
I guess Olnak's laying down now, so if you
So now
stand
you're
up,
That's
you
true.
can shoot
front.
over him.
I'm gonna okay, I'm sitting up. I haven't stood up yet, so I'm gonna like center, like go upwards
Perfect.
at the guy.
Angle up.
Angle upwards.
So it will
You-
singe my back hairs.
And he
He already
saves.
does, it's fine.
Yeah, it's a
It's
deck
a deck
save.
save.
That's
He
prone?
almost definitely fails.
Okay.
You don't need
less
to.
than
She's shooting
14.
over you.
Okay.
So that's 11 points of fire damage.
And it's a cone if Ice Creature 1 is in that cone as well.
He is
it
not.
also needs to save. Okay.
Go ahead and describe.
Ooh.
Nice.
So I get knocked prone from his giant intake of freezing cold, nasty breath. And so I sit back up again suddenly, and then I open up my mouth and I breathe fire, and it just basically melts his cold, freezer bird, crusty face, and he just sort of dissolves into a puddle of viscous, icy goo.
It smells like overcooked freezer meat.
You
Did you
Raiders
hit
of the
him?
Lost Arcdom.
I
You
totally
hit him
did.
as he's still sucking. So
He's
he
like
sucks it
inhaling
into,
the heat.
Yes.
and all that's left behind is a skull on his head, and he just collapses down onto.
And I'm freaking the fuck out. Yeah.
And
You're so frightened. You're
I'm so
like
scared.
One of the
flailing.
scariest-
trying to get
Really, one of the scariest things you've seen got scarier and fell on you.
Yes.
and then I'm gonna stand up.
Okay. You are up. Okay.
If I can see Ice Creature 1, I'm going to shoot at him. If not, I'm going to hold my action to shoot at him when I can see him.
You cannot see him.
All right, I'm going to hold my
Um,
action.
Okay. All you see left in there is a shitload of ice.
Okay.
All over throughout this room.
Got it. I'm gonna, like this. I'm gonna hold my action. If I see Ice Creature 1 move again, I'm gonna shoot him.
Likewise, with my bow.
Olak, there's a scary dead
Yep.
guy on
Freaking out. I might have peed a little. I fucking don't know what else I would do. I'd just be panicking.
You flail and kick the thing off you and scramble.
Just
to
trying
your
to push
feet.
it off me and like scoot back a little bit, I guess, because I
There you go.
can't get closer.
Fair. Yeah, fair.
Does the fear effect end?
Should.
It
Yeah,
should
once
end
he
when
once
it
it
does.
dies,
He's
it
no longer causing it. I don't know that you're less scared of
It
it.
ends
but
at the end of Olnok's turn.
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
end of Olaf's turn,
So I
he
don't have to
stops
roll
being
for the save.
terrified.
yeah.
It's like it's dead. I'm not afraid of it anymore. Okay.
You're afraid of the fact that it's dead and on you, but you know.
And that takes me out of a rage unless this thing attacks me.
No, I guess. Yeah. You're not out of a rage yet.
Yeah.
Because you just got attacked.
Yeah, you still took
Yeah,
damage this
yeah.
turn.
It
so-
attacked you.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got attacked this turn. It's next turn. So
Okay,
you're still
I got it.
raging.
My bad. I was confused,
Emery.
which isn't surprising.
I'm just gonna brace, and if something comes within 5 feet of me, I'm going to cast my sword burst cantrip. If the ice creature comes within 5 feet of me,
Hey, Emery, how you
I'm-
doing?
Okay.
My hand!
That's why I clarified. I don't want to sword burst my companions here.
So to re-describe this room, just to make sure everybody is on the same page, this was a wooden walled room with big windows. Windows got broken out. That's how you've been shooting at the dude. There is still wood blocking quite a bit of the room inside. Oldak sees an ice crystal turn its head and stare at him
Oh, cool. That's great.
and attack at him. Come scrambling out. So you guys see out of the doorway a creature crawling quite rapidly, triggering your held actions.
Cool.
And you see me go, ah!
I can't.
Did that thing get into me? Would I get sneak
Oh,
attack?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
'cause
gonna
you
be
just scrambled
yeah.
that
You're
20
shooting it
yeah.
through the door.
And now
he's
something's
scrambled
coming from
away
the other side.
So no. no
Okay,
sneak attack.
cool.
27 to hit.
You hit.
10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I got a 23 to hit.
Group decide how you massacre this.
I feel like
Yeah.
both arrows simultaneously, like one pins him in the head and one pins him in the chest. Just
Well, the first one hits, and it starts to crack, and the bottom one hits, it starts another crack, and the two cracks meet,
Perfect.
and it just shatters.
nice.
There you go.
Remind me, Mel, where are you? Did you move or did you just stand up?
I just stood up.
Okay.
Did I just get
Fuck.
sprayed with like ice crystals now?
You moved. So no. I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
15.
Passes, you take 2 damage as a piece of broken ice shard cuts your cheek.
Ow. Just ow.
Yeah, you took a lot of damage.
I
Jesus,
took
yeah,
a lot
you
of
did.
damage.
I took a pretty good chunk for being in a rage.
And successfully, the 2 ranged people didn't get hit.
I
Good
feel
job,
like
frontline.
so we get here. Are we still in initiative?
No, everything's dead.
Okay. And Mel's like, I would like another brandy. And Olnok, this is the last time we would go viewing dead bodies with you because we know they don't stay dead.
To be fair, this was Elliot's idea to go kill the thing because he said we gotta go kill Abominable Grandpa, and unfortunately, he was correct.
To be fair.
If
Yeah,
we
to be
never
fair.
To be
entered the
fair.
room, we would have never known that he was abominable, and we wouldn't have been hit. And
He
I hurt.
was already busting his way out when we stepped in here. He'd have just come got us.
Let's go back. I feel I don't know.
You
my
look pretty rough, Mel.
We could just go sit by the fire because
Yeah.
my face is still cold.
my spidey senses say we need to go check
I'll
on
knock
Jacob
your
and
asses
Jeff.
on fire.
Damn it!
Yeah, I feel, considering we just fought
I need
frozen
clothes again. God damn
undead
it.
grandpa,
Sorry.
I feel less good about leaving them in the cozy
Yeah,
room.
I think we should go check on them and maybe warm up a bit.
I like
and
that Olnok-
incidentally, I don't feel awesome.
Olnok, you're fine. Those were FR coveralls. You're fine.
But his front half is all completely covered in ice crystals, and his ass is completely like
Gross.
charred.
Smoking.
That would be
Just
a
a
weird
little singe.
sensation.
It would.
You guys just so How do you leave? What do you do?
Turn around and head back to the hotel.
I bust through the window.
I would really like nothing to hit me again
Parkour.
until we've either had a short rest or somebody's given me some healing.
Did you want those of us to have full hit points to go out the door first?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, I do.
will boldly walk through the door,
I'll follow him.
taking the dodge action.
Okay.
I will boldly dodge my way back inside the hotel, which I still don't feel great about.
Because I'm terrified because the DM asks for specifics on how we leave.
I will
Yeah.
briefly dip my butt in some snow
So
to
there's
cool
no-
that down a little bit so it matches the rest of
I
me.
guess I meant more along the lines of, are you doing anything to obscure what happened in the room?
Absolutely
Leaving the
not.
door
Yeah.
open?
Fuck
Oh,
that.
no,
leave
I
the
mean, we'll
door
close the
open,
door
but-
behind us.
Should we
but
chop this dude into like pieces?
I
So
thought
that,
he
like,
melted.
We did.
His face did.
His face did.
He is starting to gelatinize quite gross.
Ah,
Yuck.
we
Ugh.
should
You
chop
can
him
go
up.
stir that if you want. I'm gonna go check on Jacob and Charlie.
Okay. You just close the door and you guys head on back in, and the scene inside the hotel has not changed much at all.
Oh, thank God.
Dude's still sitting there, quill in hand, writing. Jeff is talking to him, telling some fucking wild stories.
I'm gonna go curl up next to Charlie and Jacob in front of the fire.
Bartender is giving Jeff a steady stream of alcohol.
Oh, easy
Oh,
there,
no.
Jeff. Easy.
Poor
Whoopsie.
Jeff's
I
gonna
don't think
feel
you're
that
used to it.
tomorrow.
Boy.
And
I want to cut
You
him off.
guys- stay in the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Real quick, as long as everybody's cool, I say we go back and look around the room really quick to see if there's anything interesting in the room.
What's
I'm
the
okay
room?
with
The
Which room?
the monster room.
Oh, the one you were just
Yeah.
in.
I'll come with you.
So you find pamphlets
Okay.
describing
Okay, I didn't
the
figure,
Norwegian
but-
guy.
Can we chop him
Um,
up into pieces so that he like
Well,
even
go
his hands
ahead.
and one?
Can-
Okay,
can
I'm gonna start
well,
chopping.
You
well, they're over
Can't
there.
because he's turning into jelly.
He wants to stir the jelly. Go for it.
Well,
Stir it.
they're
So you
over
cannot
there.
cut it, but you could stir him.
I
Push.
poke at him with my great
You
axe.
could
Yuck.
That's just nasty.
I told James, go for it. Have at it.
I'm gonna use my mage hand to do that. Gooey.
I feel like I would like to say that in the time
I'm just drawing
that
smiley faces in
I
it.
spent curled up with Jacob and Charlie on front of the fireplace before we actually go to bed, can that count as a short rest?
Sure.
Thank
So you get a short rest before the long rest.
you. I need to take a nap before I go to bed.
Right. To be fair, yeah.
Hey, you say that like that's a bad thing.
It was only like 4 or 5 days ago that you got the shit beat out of you by the last guy. So,
Yeah.
Before Mel drifts off, Emery sets another little glass of brandy next to him.
Perfect.
I-
With that, you guys have a peaceful rest of your evening, and you are shown off to your rooms
All
that
right.
are all adjoining.
Perfect.
Well, not adjoint. There's not doors
They're
between
next
all of
to
them, but
each
you're near each other.
Perfect.
Just to let you know, I've burned 3 hit dice, and believe I'm down 3 points.
Okay. We will. So you're to 40.
Yes. Does my speed go back to normal?
Yeah. Yes. You guys' speeds are goods again. And just for the sake of, I pulled this out of my butt on the fly. I got to give credit to Reddit user Ojom McChicken for his Cold Light Terror. I used that monster for this battle in the subreddit Rime of the Frost Maiden. And then just for fun, the other thing you fought was an ice method. You fought 2 ice methods.
Methods.
But his Cold Light Terror is a spin on the Cold Light something else.
I
Something-
heard that those methods are pretty good actors.
they really get into their role.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was his homebrew that I used for this fight. So thank you, Ojom McChicken.
Love the name, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fucked up creature. Did not like that.
That did some
It was
serious
a good
damage.
fight.
dude.
Yeah,
But,
that
like,
hit hard.
Yikes.
I know about
think
y'all,
it's
but I was
cool,
sitting
though.
pretty. That was a pretty good fight.
That's the way we're supposed to do it.
It's
You-
a
you guys
variant
outside
on
fought.
the Cold Light Walker that you would find in Rime of the Frost Maiden. It's a higher
We
level
gotta
variant.
get Mel some better
Silvered
armor?
brass knuckles.
No, because those were all saves.
Yeah, those were all wisdom saves.
Yikes.
We need to get Mel some books.
We need to connect Mel with her inner self and boost her wisdom.
Inner peace. I thought that was what the yoga was for.
And
It's been a really trying month, okay?
Fair.
you guys have earned a level up
Yay.
Woo!
because of the impromptu fight.
Theater of the Mind is Jeremy Arfsten as Elliot Brandybane, Amanda Arfsten as Melanie Kelly, Michael Bernal, yours truly, as Olnok Vaga Johnson, Michael Downs as James O'Brien, Kasey Weingarten as Emery Lee, and Mike Schock is your Dungeon Master. We release new episodes every 2 weeks, so our next episode will release on
January 5th.
Our link tree can be found in the podcast description, so you can follow us outside of the podcast and enjoy other entertaining content, buy us, or even snag some merch. Also in the podcast description, you can find a link to the Pinecast, as well as our referral code to get you 40% off your first 4 months of a paid membership, as well as our referral link to Epidemic Sounds, which gets you a 1-week trial to their excellent platform. The music this week was sourced from Epidemic Sounds, who we are not sponsored by under the Creative Commons license. The songs used in order are
A Storyteller's Life by Rune Dale, Average Duckface by Mike Franklin, A Lighthouse in Space by Kim Aspen, In the Cold by Piper Ez, The Cold by Alex Slane, A Cold Wind by Savoon, Entering Madness by J.H. Coleman, and Dead Bodies by Xperia. We also used Fireplace, Indoor Open Crackling Transient Low Intensity, Pen Writing 01, and Gusts, Snow, Rustling, Howling 01 from the Sound Effects Library.
The Theater of the Mind theme, ad break, and outro were written by Mike Schock. All people, places, events, etc. are used in a fictitious manner. Any similarities to people, places, etc. are purely coincidental. So stay the fuck out of our goddamn DMs, Disney. You can't say that, but you want me to do that again because I'm an asshole? All right.
Welcome to Theater of the Mind. My name is Mike. I'm your dungeon master for this evening, and our question from the Ultimate Campfire RPG Card Deck by James D'Amato is: if you were suddenly transformed into a mythical being or monster, what would you be? What would you want to be turned into, and what would you? And what would be the first thing you did with your power? Jesus.
Do you need to re-record that?
Yeah, let me try that again.
You can turn into Jesus? That's cool.
I mean, we're not going to go into that discussion. Start it over. Welcome to Theater of the Mind. My name is Mike, and I'll be your dungeon master for this evening. Our question. And that's where we're going to end this recording session.
Oh, I get 2 new rogue expertises.
Oh, just kidding. You're still level 5 then. I'm kidding. You're good. Oh shit, you're getting too strong. Just kidding. Hey, whoa.
Aw.
You guys are earned it.
Weirdly enough, I'm going to take medicine as one of them because I feel like we need it.
I thought you did that.
I have like just basic.
Help!
I mean,
I don't know what would be a good choice.
Help! I really
Should I
need
just double up on the
someone.
bear?
No, stand by.